there goes the timing cover, the upper cover. So there are two pieces to this. Snap the clamps back in. Okay, so we've got this piece in now. Just a couple of 10mm. Put in that upper cover. Don't quite want to go. Okay, there's a bracket or a mounting screw or little nut that goes, bolt that goes down here above the oil filter. Then there's a mid one up there. And he's trying to get seated.
Yeah, I can't get it from up here.
Okay, we're in, I think. I got a little 10mm ratchet on that, tighten those down. Okay, these are like 8 foot-pounds. I mean, you can just do this kind of by feel, but that's what the actual spec is. All 3 of those on the cover. Okay, while we're holding the crankshaft from turning, I'm going to torque these. And these don't get a ton of torque. Something around 20. Perfectly fine. Installing the serpentine belt now, which really isn't a bad one to change out, not that hard. So we've got it on this end over the alternator, and then across to the power steering pump, and then we'll go down underneath and seat it onto the other pulleys. Bottom view serpentine. After it comes off the alternator, comes across over to the tensioner then, put it around there. At this point, make sure it's again on the air conditioning compressor. So at this point we want to put our 15mm on there and release tension. Now let's make sure the belt has room to get in there first. Okay, getting it over the crankshaft pulley. Still not seated. There it is. Release tension. I don't like the way it's sitting on this. Check it all the way around. Make sure it's properly seated around all the pulleys, not up on the edge or anything. And it's seated. Not a hard one to do. Time for the engine mount. So we'll just slide it down over the bolts. Now, as you might recall, we have a large 17mm bolt here. And on the sides, those are also 17mm on those studs, and then 3 12mm on the base, mounting the base to the wheel well. These are bolts. Pretty much the engine hasn't moved. It's stayed right on the jack that's underneath there, under the oil pan. Okay, I'm putting torque on these now, and what seems appropriate to these, about 30. That's what I'm doing on them, about 30 foot-pounds. Should be plenty. There, they're all there. These larger, the 17mm, taking them to 30, 30, 30, and I'm going to finish up right around 40 on these. And 40. Okay. Okay, Okay, we've reseated the air cleaner now. So it's just a matter of the two 10mm hold down bolts. We'll put those on and take the engine mount off from underneath, or jack out from underneath. Give this thing a test. Okay, putting on the finishing touches, getting the inlet duct back in position here with the air cleaner all set. Grab your 13mm wrench and connect the battery. Top off the oil. You know, we lost some, but not much. Okay, here we go. It runs. Let's have a look underneath. Okay, this 2000 Daewoo Laganza has been running here for about the last 10 or 15 minutes. Look.